we are here, Chez Robert. So this is our lovely plant Robert, and here we're going to have a little chat with Peter Dale, marriage celebrant extraordinaire. So Peter is a marriage celebrant and also a fantastic cook, but we're going to talk about a little bit about her business and how she came about doing it.
Well, it's quite by accident. I saw an ad in the paper one day and I thought, I could do that.
Really? You see?
Yeah.
You think I can do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's,
And you had to do a course?
yeah, it was a 3-month course through TAFE.
Oh, right.
Yeah, well, I was only 1 night a week.
1 night a week. Oh, that's not too bad.
No.
Yes, yeah.
No,
And then when was that?
9 years ago. 'Cause I had to wait
9 years ago. You've been a marriage celebrant for 9 years?
nearly 8 years. I've been a celebrant because it took 18 months to get registered.
Oh,
Because
right.
back in those days, the old days,
Yeah,
you had to wait until someone left the area or
yes.
they upped the numbers in your area.
Oh,
But now
okay.
anyone who does the course can become a celebrant.
And whereabouts do you actually hold your weddings? Is it just in the Western Australia?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I can do it anywhere on Australian territory.
Oh, you can do it on anywhere on Australian
Anywhere in
territory.
Australia.
So if you're interested in having Peter as a marriage celebrant for you, then send in your letters of interest or your emails of interest. You can send them to Love Me, Love My Food initially, and then we will give them on to Peter. Do you have any weddings coming up?
I do. I've got one on Sunday.
Yeah, and how many do you do a week?
On average, 2 to 3.
2 to 3 a week?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And sometimes I can do 3 or 4 in one day if I've got someone nice and early
Yes.
before lunch.
Yeah, so you can do any hours of the day?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And what about, which areas do you go to preferably, Do you have a preference?
Well, I don't mind going down to Mandurah because my family's down there.
Mandurah?
Yes.
Fantastic.
So travel down to Mandurah.
Yes.
I've been to Dwellingup. I've been to Northam. I've been to Lancelin.
Oh.
Wedge Beach. Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
have celebrant, will travel.
yeah, my boot full of table and chairs. I also bring the table and chairs for the signing.
Yes.
And my PA system where they can play their music on for the entrance. if they
And,
wish.
and obviously you can tailor make your vows to whatever you want.
I've got a book that's got 100 different vows in it.
Yeah, so you can just choose whichever vows you want
Exactly.
to put on.
And,
And
really
different
everything.
music, as Peter was saying, she brings her own sound system. And do you have any weddings where people sort of dress up at all?
I didn't like it either.
Oh.
I didn't like looking at myself when I saw the photos anyway. No, they've had several different ones. This one particular one that I didn't like, me dressed up, was the boys all had the chain hats on.
Knights and maidens?
Yeah, so it was
Yeah, sort of bodices and sort of thing.
So I wore my old wedding dress, which is that style,
Oh.
but then I put this revolting chiffony stuff under the bodice, and I look like a big yellow brick wall.
So if you would like Peter to come and be your marriage celebrant, she will tailor make the wedding to exactly what you want, as I said, with the music and with the theme. And if you need it in the next couple of months, you must get in contact straight away because you need
A calendar month's notice.
a calendar
to sign
month's notice to
the
do all the
paperwork.
bits and pieces, yes. Okay. Well, thank you very much indeed, Peter.
Thank you,
You're so
Lizzie.
lovely. Mwah.
Thank you, darling.
Okay.
It's lovely.
So now we say goodbye to Peter. Oh, it was lovely having her. She's such a lovely lady, and I'm so happy that she agreed to be one of our sponsors. I hope that perhaps, if you do need a marriage celebrant, that you will consider using her. You won't be disappointed. She is such a character. She's a real Perthonality. So now we're going to get on to the second dish using the same pretty peas. Now remember that we had half of the peas and pears left over from the first dish. I'm now going to liquidize those, and I'm going to add another ingredient. And that other ingredient is avocado pear. And it's peas with 2 pears. That's what I call it, okay? So we're just going to liquidize this now, and with half an avocado. Ladle in some peas and pears. I've retained a few more pears for this particular dish, and I'm going to serve this slightly warmer than the other dish. Okay. A little bit of the stock that we've retained, remember, just a little bit, just to liquidize it. Scoop in half an avocado pear. Oh, look at that, isn't that beautiful? That's one of the pleasurable things, and they're also very, very good, high in omega-3. It's just a beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to have a really, really healthy dish. I've got a little bit of garlic, so I'm just going to put a little bit of garlic in, just to give it a bit of a... And then I'm just going to return it to the saucepan, just to warm it through a little bit. It's not going to be hot, but it's just going to be a little bit warmer. Just a little bit. The jar. Okay. These are wonderful little things, these things. And that's all you need. Okay. Lovely. Little bit of black pepper. Yes, we're using black pepper. Okay. And some salt. There we go. And the olive oil. And this is going to create a little topping for the soup. And we're just going to emulsify this now. Okay. Here we go. And it's going to be the similar situation that I'm doing, that I did with the first one, but I'm just doing it with plain cream. Just plain cream in the bottom. Okay, quite a lot of it, and you want it to coat all the way around. Okay. And this is a slightly more viscous soup because I've put the avocado pear through it. Can you see how the cream just goes on the outside? Now, the secret is to keep this lovely thing on the top. Don't use a spoon that won't go into the jar. And we just put that around, just around like that. It adds another depth of flavour to this soup, because it's basically lime juice and olive oil, and what can be better than that? And then we just put a line right in the middle, like that. And there you have it. This is the same soup. I haven't put the caramelized onions into this one. I just put half an avocado. I'm serving it just warm, because warm avocado has the most beautiful flavour. And I've then put in a lovely plain cream bottom, and then a lime and olive oil and mint vinaigrette just around the outside. So, bon appetit. So, we've come to the end of another show. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had the lovely Peta Dale, marriage celebrant extraordinaire, and we've been using the healthful ingredient of peas, and we've called it pretty peas. We've made 2 lovely dishes. I hope that's inspired you to use some of my ideas. And I hope that you will love me and love my food. He just popped in and just sang a song. It's just so wonderful.
And she always cooks. Yeah. It's a win-win situation. You and me, I like to think we are as thick as thieves, with nothing to do all day, only we'll have ourselves to please. Everything around us can stay shoved overhead. Safe in boxes underneath the bed. Stored away like books 100 times read. Turn a blind eye instead. I was thick as thieves, with nothing to do all day, only we'll have ourselves to please. cross my mind to give you anything less than my very best. You and me, I like to think we are as thick as thieves, with nothing to do all day, only to have ourselves to please.
And I was organised. I chilled the... Not showing you unless it's nice.
Love me, love